Okay, so for population density, you're going to use this formula, which is population density equals the number of people that you're given divided by the area of the space that you have. So we're going to start with number 1. So it says there are 3.5 million people, so that's my people, in Los Angeles. The area of Los Angeles is 500,000 square kilometers. What is the population density? So my people is 3,500,000, and my area is given as 500,000. And then I need to find my, I'm going to call it PD, which is population density. I need to find that, so I'm just going to call it X. And then I'm using this formula to just plug in the different pieces. So I have X, which is my population density, equals to the number of people, which is 3.5 million or 3.5 million, over the area or the space that's given. So in this case, I'm just going to literally divide my people by my area. So in a calculator, 3.5 million divided by 500,000 gives me exactly 7. And this means 7 people per square kilometer. So let's go down to number 3. Number 3 says about 4.3 times 10 to the 5th people live in 7.8 times 10 to the 1st square miles of the city's town hall. Find the population density of the people per square mile. So they're giving me the people, but it looks a little bit different. It's called scientific notation. You would have did this in middle school. So what this means is I'm technically moving the decimal 5 places to the right. So if it was 4.3, I'm moving it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can fill in these little spaces with zeros. Or you can use the calculator. You could do 10 to the 5th, so 10 to the 5th power, and multiply by 4.3, which makes 430,000, which is the same number you get when you move your decimal. So 430,000. I'm gonna do the same thing. I have live in 7.8 square miles, which is your area. Since it's to the 1st, that means I'm moving it 1 decimal place. Boop. So it's just 78. So my area is 78. And then all I have to do to find my population density is actually divide these. So I'm going to take 430,000 and I'm going to divide by 78. 78. So I get around 5,500, and I'm going to say 13 because it says round to the nearest whole number. So we're going to do the same thing for number 5. So number 5, it says about 58,000 people, so that's my people. Live in a region with an area of 0.12 times 10 to the 2nd. So to the 2nd means I'm moving it 2 places to the right. So 1, 2. So this number actually is 12. So my area is 12. I have to find my population density still, which I'll call X. So I have X equals my people divided by my area. So 58,000 divided by 12, which gets me around 4,833. So we're going to change it slightly on the back. It's exactly the same. We're going to skip number 2, 4, and 6. You can cross out those. On the back, you're going to do the rest of these, but we are going to do one of these problems together. We'll do number 12. So number 12 says a fish tank holds 120 gallons of water and has a density of 0.25 fish per gallon. How many fish are in the tank? So it just looks a little different because we're not talking about people now. So I still have my people, I still have my area, and I'm still trying to find population density. But this time it's a little bit different. So 120 gallons of water, that's going to be the area because that's the space in which the fish live. The density, it tells me the density is 0.25. it says how many fish or how many people live in the tank. So I'm going to call my people my x. So I'm still using the same formula. Population density, which is 0.25, equals my people or my fish over my area, how much space I have, which is 120. So it does look a little different. So all I'm going to do is, instead of just dividing, because now my x is with a number, I have to put it over 1, and I just cross multiply. So I'm actually doing 0.25 times 120 equals x times 1, which is x. So if I multiply these, that's just going to give me my answer, which is 30. So x equals 30.